Today we are going to react to Liverpool versus Real Madrid prediction. In first part of the video, I'll react to ESPN's prediction, and in second part of the video, I'll give my predicted lineup and score.
Sid, let's start with you. Let's keep it simple. Who's going through, Real Madrid or Liverpool?
Oh, you say keep it simple, and then you give me a question that's almost impossible to answer. Real Madrid, but I'm not convinced at all about that answer.
Well, I can see his point.
In all honesty, when the draw was made, what was it, a couple of months ago, I thought over two legs Liverpool would be better than Real Madrid. The way that Liverpool have collapsed since then changed my mind entirely on that. That said, these last couple of games, the Everton game and the Newcastle game today, which of course I haven't been able to see because we've been here, but listening to Stevie talk about it, and also the fact that Madrid haven't always convinced. And yet there's a little bit of me that thinks with Madrid, there is a level of quality there, and we saw last season that even when they don't play well, they find a way to play. I think partly because the quality is there and it's about having the moments rather than necessarily dominating games. I think there's also something about Real Madrid which is a combination, I think, of, if you like, the confidence that says we're good enough to win even if we're not playing well, but also the humility, I suppose, might be one way of looking at it, to accept that even though you're a great team, even though in theory you're the biggest club in the world, that there will be periods of the game when you don't dominate, and you don't panic because of that, or you don't think, oh, we're terrible because of this. You don't think this team are just too good for us. You always think there's a chance, and there's a bit of me that feels that over two legs, Real Madrid will find their way through.
So lots of great points made by Sid here. Honestly, I agree most of the points except the first point where he said he thought Liverpool would be favored when the draw were made. In fact, even at that time, Liverpool wasn't that good. They were struggling. They, I think, lost to Napoli 5 goals or 4 goals. Anyway, that's beside the point. The other point that I agree, first of all, he said the quality of Real Madrid can make the difference. Well, we have seen it time to time last season, right? Real Madrid has made a statement that you don't have to dominate the game. So-called dominating means having more possession, having more shots. Those are not necessary to win Champions League and to win big games. What Real Madrid has shown that all what matters in football is scoring goals. Another key point that I agree with Sid is that what he said, even when Real Madrid struggle or they're not dominating, they have humility. I think that's really good point, because Real Madrid knows that even when they're not their best, they can make the difference. They have players. They have quality. Also, Real Madrid is a team that's not obsessed with statistics. We don't care about how many shots, how much possession we have. There are a lot of big teams in the world. They care about possession. Whenever things are not going in their way, they struggle, because when they see they don't have the possession, they're like, okay, are we playing? But Real Madrid, they don't bother. For Real Madrid, there's only one goal: score more goals than their opponent and win the overall tie. That's all. That's what brought the Real Madrid so many success in Champions League history.
How do you feel about Vinicius against Alexander-Arnold, Steve?
No thanks.
I think this battle is the reason why I'm so optimistic against Liverpool at their home. Not because Liverpool is not doing so great this season, but because this battle against Vinicius versus Arnold, that would be so much fun to watch.
Listen, Alexander-Arnold today, when my mate
Saint-Maximin
had to come inside because they were down to 10 men, he must have been doing thank you very much, because he had no idea what was going on. And that's against a guy who can be good. The difference between Saint-Maximin and Vinny is there's a world apart. Vinny knows what he's doing. Vinny's got the confidence and the football brain to take advantage of situations against Alexander-Arnold. So if he gets as much of the ball as he did in this game against Osasuna, then it's going to be trouble.
Who have you got going through?
As I said, this battle, I think we have seen multiple times already in quarterfinals and final last year. I think it will be one-way traffic. Like, there's no competition, Vinny versus Arnold, unless club has different player, different plan. That will be different case.
I got Madrid going through.
Really?
Yeah, listen, again, you see, you can argue all day long that Real Madrid are not at the best, but they take advantage of situations. And you saw it today, A, with the goals they got, and B, with the chances that Vinny missed. When the ball's turned over, they are at you so fast and so quickly, and generally with quality. And a Liverpool side right now that is turning the ball over too much, that's got danger written all over it for Liverpool. That's my biggest fear is when Liverpool lose the ball.
Right.
What's going to happen with the likes of Vinny and if Benzema's playing? Just the way they'll get at the back four with pace, that worries me.
So I don't necessarily disagree with anything that Stevie said, but what is the most fascinating to me is that Stevie's take on Real Madrid. How drastically it is different from last season versus this season. Last season, I think he didn't even count us in Champions League. But this season, he's so humbled after that final loss against us. But that kind of also scared me a little bit because I don't want too many positives from the expert because we love those take from experts, right? So that we can make fun of it.
We got 2 votes for Real Madrid. Are you giving it a third?
Well, I think Real Madrid will go through as well. I say many times, for me, that competition for Real Madrid is special. They know how to play, they got experience. They have quality first game away, Anfield. I think that will benefit Real Madrid as well. And then second leg at the Bernabeu. So, I still believe that Real Madrid have big chances to go through in 2 games. That's going to be amazing to watch these 2 teams playing against each other because they're both fantastic teams and managers. But I think Real Madrid will find a way to go through.
Listen, this is like another vote for Real Madrid. This is really scary for me. Like every time ESPN votes for Real Madrid, I feel like I'm a little bit scared. I always prefer when they vote against us. Anyway, I also agree with Jabalata that what he said, that the advantage Real Madrid has is that they are playing second leg at Bernabeu. I think that's a huge plus for Real Madrid.
Well, and my decision hinges on the true status of Karim Benzema. Not the published status, not what they have told us, but the actual true status of what Karim Benzema is right now. I don't buy this whole, he's tired, so we're going to give him the night off. He's not going to travel to Osasuna. If a player is tired, and you know this very well, Stevie, having been a manager, fine, you don't start the match, but if you need 20 minutes out of him, you put him out there. Right? And that wasn't the case today. So if you're not taking him with you to Osasuna, that means that there are other things going on. If Karim Benzema is fully fit and ready to go, Real Madrid are a different team and therefore they advance.
Well, it's no surprise that Real Madrid is so dependent on Benzema. Well, last season, you can literally call Real Madrid Benzema FC. Like, we were so dependent on him. Even this season, I think if we want to win Champions League back-to-back, Benzema has to be best. Also, LA is a little bit cynical about Benzema's fitness. I think, as Carlo said in a press conference, that Benzema is fit. So I trust Carlo more than LA. I think he's fit. He was rested because of precaution. I think he got a little bit fatigued after Elche game. So it was not bad idea at all to rest him so that we can have a refreshed Benzema against Liverpool. Because this game is more important for us. Our main goal this season so far, what we have left, is to win Champions League. So anyway, I would say this game, Real Madrid is only a slight favorite, but Real Madrid should never underestimate Liverpool. Despite how they're struggling in the league, you should never underestimate Klopp's team because they can come back any match. They can come back any moment. They have the capacity. So Real Madrid has to play full strength and stay humbled and do their best to win against Liverpool. So now let's quickly discuss the possible lineup against Liverpool. So in the goalies, very simple, Courtois is back, so it has to be Courtois. And in right back, it will be Carvajal, in my opinion. And in center back, Militao definitely will play. And the other center back, it could be either Rudiger or Alaba, depending on who we play at left back. If we play Nacho as a left back, I can see there's a possibility, then Alaba will play the second center back position. However, if we play Alaba in left back position, then Rudiger will play as a center back. And at midfield, Tchouaméni will play, and Modric will play, and Camavinga will likely play at midfield. Also at midfield, another scenario would be playing Ceballos instead of Camavinga, but I think that would be a risky move because Camavinga is one of the most informed player at our squad right now. And at front, it will be Vinicius Jr. at left wing and Benzema Valverde as a right winger. Ideally, you would like to play Rodrigo in the right wing position. I think Carlo will play Fede Valverde as a right winger this match so that he can give Carvajal more defensive support and do his thing. Although Rodrigo deserves his chance in the starting lineup, I think being a super sub is not a crazy idea. So for this match, my prediction is that this match will be very, very tight. Given its first leg, both teams will play pragmatic football. No team will go all out and try to score more goals. They will be cautious not to concede. So as a result, my prediction will be 2-1 for Real Madrid. Now, let me know your prediction about this game in the comment section below.